Job, yeah. So here we are, the evaluation race.
Big day, isn't it, for some drivers?
Yeah. Future champions, future race winners.
Yeah,
It all starts there.
Back to your first day, big C. You know, going out there in a league race, social race. You know, I'm sure the heartbeats will be pumping people out there to prove themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my first ever league race. There was only 4 people. From Bahrain, but times will change. 20 drivers here, so see to go check it's all working. Anyway, get on with the laps. Get on with the laps.
Any words about Tom Killer?
I think he was in F2 last season, but
yeah. He's not looking as racy on and out that, so a lot of respect being shown nice and early.
Let's try and find him.
But hang on a minute, Pablo Tarantino looking quite in the Ferrari. Definitely the Italian enjoying himself in the Scuderia outfit. He's got the full ERS deployment, a full engine power.
He's actually been using it. He's started so trumps.
Oh no. Yeah. I love it. Look at the speed he's bolted.
Yeah, I mean,
remember the name.
I think people are going to get the tyres up to temperature. You know, so that's fair play.
Yeah, go on board with them, I reckon.
I am on board with them. My laptop froze. Can't change the thing. Oh. On board with Padrino Tarantino into turn 1. Oh, takes turn 1 nicely there. Respectful of the track limits. DRS open. Yellow was in sector 1. And he's turned it up a lot. So, no, I think it's because, you know, these people are getting their moment in the spotlight, you know. Like, so Padrino Tarantino. There's other names like Albo and L7. 20 Boy Junior here, and you know all about what he's capable of.
Very unique driver, that's all I'm going to say. You know, looking to rebuild his reputation following disasters in FP. With that Sensation Championship point in Singapore, I remember commentating.
It's a very busy circuit at the minute, I've got to say. Lots of cars not even backing off from each other at times. But even as you are the driver, commentator, perhaps you can take us to a lap at some point.
Yeah, when do you want?
I think now, when we start this next lap.
Okay, just getting a bit of braking and harvesting the ERS. Got full engine mixture at the moment, trying to get the car around the final corner and squeeze it like catching control mediums, no problems on the throttle exit. DRS wide open, got a lift slightly as he avoids cutting the corner. Absolutely watching it, through turn 1. We're up on the dashboard by 10,000, and there's a car parked at the apex. I've never seen anything quite like it. Now we're coming down this main DRS straight here. DRS wide open, we should be up to around 205 miles an hour. Nick Heffman cracked the Sensation a few years ago. I won't do the same. Got to get the braking spot on here for the hairpin. Doesn't matter what line you take, they're all good. They're all good, and the lap's looking good at the moment, Big C. Any tips that I can take through this section, because it is really tricky?
You need to take lots of curb. You better clips the apex nicely, but you just got to keep the power down, hug the curb. Yeah, and that's where you're going to let it run wide. It's a little bit too wide, I think. But no, 20 Boy Junior is on provisional pole position by 0.6 per second, so 12.2 by 20 Boy Junior. So a decent lap, I think, from the Dutchman.
It's good, Big C, but I'm just coming to the final bit of my lap here. Got to get the braking nice and early before we get the car through there in 4th gear. Have to shift down to 3rd slightly. And it's running absolutely, and I'm absolutely wrenching this car around for a 14.3. I hope I'm not being evaluated on this, because they might stick me down in F6. But no, it's a good lap.
It's a nice lap there, Aaron. That's how you do it. As Two Smooths is off the circuit. Two Smooths off in the final sector. Aaron, you know all about Two Smooths and what he's capable of.
I've very seldom seen, drivers, of what he's capable of. He is one of the most fragile drivers in his first outing in PSGL. Picked up some sensational wins, but just lacked consistency, so he'll be hoping for a new wide berth. You know, he's returned to PSGL.
Yeah, AMS is a little bit low on the volume, but so a little bit louder.
Well, I don't know what AMS wants, but you know, I can only speak as much as I can speak when I'm out there on the circuit on a flying lap. And now look, I've got little Remco in the final sector. I'm on a lap and he's impeding me, Dixie. In an evaluation,
let's have a look.
I'm on a lap, but there's a bit of impeding going on here, deliberately. And I've dropped a tenth, so live on the stream, a driver in front of me has impeded my lap time. Caught on camera, caught in the act.
And look at the dirty air they're in. The dirty air of the car had made you run wide.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. He might not have seen me in the mirrors, but you know, I'll have the last laugh.
Definitely. So it is Tom Killer 150 on pole position on 11.4. So a very good best lap time there, I'd say. Maybe F2 pace, F3 pace, but flying through P2 on 6 tenths behind. So I think a bit more from like sort of Throne, Gateway, Ashfest, Leon to come on board with Desert Fox in the Toro Rosso. Runs a little bit wide, so that could be invalidated for the Toro Rosso driver. He locks up into the final sector. That was where Sebastian Vettel ran wide. So you know he nearly suffered the same fate. Yeah, Desert Fox running wide about, but this might be invalidated, but we'll see when he crosses the line. But no, it's not invalidated somehow. It's 11.5 for Desert Fox, so yeah, a decent time from the Fox. On board with Albo in the Ferrari, another Dutchman, I believe. Well, NL, so maybe he is Netherlands, but we'll see what he's capable of.
There's a car off. Is Remco's off in the first sector.
And where's Remco, the 5-time champion, the 5-time PSGL champion? But Aaron, he might have been off, but he's on a 12.6 on the soft compound tyre.
1.7 seconds quicker than me, maybe an early shout for the F1 league. Who knows? You know, people must be fearing their sleeps. You know, whatever league they were in, because this evaluation race could give us a stepping stone as to who, you know, deserves to be put where, really.
Yep, definitely. So I'm just getting my laptop booted back up so I can have a look at the comments. We've got 10 viewers here, more than some of your FP races.
No, it's good to have a few viewers, isn't it? Nice and early. You don't usually get these many viewers for a safety race, let alone an evaluation race.
So who else? I think Ashbest is out there. Ashbest is out there, but I don't know if he's on a lap time. He is on board with arguably the best driver.
Mess class. I'm on a flying lap. He did not see me in that final sector. I've been impeded again.
Well, that's a shame, but back on board with Ashbest, the season 19 PSGL F1 champion, arguably the best driver on the site, according to many drivers in the McLaren Renault. Down into the tricky stadium section through the Mercedes-Benz complex. Ashbest was looking for a 10 around here. Going slightly wide, but Ashbest, you know, he's caressing the car. The oscillation of the tyres is there for everyone to see. Yellow flags again. There's been so many yellow flags.
There's a Mercedes, is it a Williams? I don't know. They've gone around right after the hairpin. And it's Cablo.
Oh, the F6 Spectrum and Ashbest pit, so maybe a corner cut there. Well, who else? That Void sat on soft spots and out of that. Aaron still pounding around. McGregor Weiss.
There's a car behind me, Mess Class. I don't know whether I should let him go. Oh, I'm a 10 buck.
So this last sector is looking very busy. I don't know who's looking on board. 20 Boy Junior, I think we need to see what he's up to. What can 20 Boy Junior do? He's got a lot of criticism from the FP league, but I think he's looking very strong here. Currently P4, only 7 tenths off Tom Killer. A lot to prove. A lot to prove here. And if you've got any questions in the chat, then let's get here on. But it is Tom Killer on provisional pole position, no best ball, but currently P9, 2 seconds off on the softs. But here in P8, Padrino Tarantino, what a name. 1.4 seconds off the base at the minute.
I think it's a name that we remembered through the ages of PSGL league racing. I think Pablo Tarantino is someone, you know, who could, you know, prove to be a force to be reckoned with. The way he took his outlet, I've never seen anything like it. He does seem like a quick fella, so, you know, it's a big day for someone like him. I don't think we've had an Italian in PSGL for a very long time. So
yeah, well, Aaron, I've just seen VG Hamilton do a 10.4. What a lap! What an amazing lap there from VG Hamilton. He wants to be in the F1 league. He does no assists, and I think those sorts of lap times are title winning F1 pace. 9/10 clear of Tom Killer.
yeah, well, I think Big C that time. I think there'll be a few people clearing their seats next season. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think if you're doing those sorts of lap times, and he's a very clean driver, is what I've seen. So he's what we need. And Two Smooths has gone P2, 3/10 of pole. Two Smooths showing great pace on a 10.8. So Two Smooths has still got it. He's in the side, but what Tuzmas, you don't lose it, and he's still got it. Has the Hungarian master.
Yeah, but whether he can keep together in the race is yet to be seen. I'm having a few issues with Class here. He seems... No, he's moved out of the way. Very generous of him. You know, very generous. So, you know, we're sportsmen up there.
So on board with Albo into the Mercedes-Benz section in the Ferrari alongside Padrino, but he's only P8, but I think he might be able to power for and these yellow flags just keep appearing. People are struggling with the conditions, the warm conditions at Alpine. The tyres are screaming as they run out of grip. But anyway, I have to say, I think VG Hamilton deserves a lot of credit to his. You know, he signed up after a year out or so, but you know, he looks to be back on form.
Yeah, I mean, single that pace, you know, you rarely lose it, but racecraft might be a little bit rusty, so it'd be an opportunity for him to kind of scrape that off.
So what can Francis do in the Haas? He'll be one to watch. Eyeing maybe a spot in F1, maybe F2, returning after a season out. So yeah, in the Haas car, Gunter Steiner looks on. Hopefully the floor is not illegal, but he's got a bit of traffic. He's got a bit of traffic, and it's mess glass. Mess glass gets in the way slightly, but then pits. So I would say it's a proper block, but it was a little block, or a little block. So Francis to the line does an 11.7, so 1.2 seconds off pace for Francis. I need to stay in the first sector. Thank you. We have 9 viewers enjoying the
17.
action. Going down in 17th, the F4 champion, one of the most successful seasons ever in the 21 season history of the site. What can Best Club's got a lot to do, currently down in P15, but you know, starting top of top 10 isn't the end of the world. That track part the Hockenheim. For a moment to catch our breath as the final runs of qualifying are about to begin.
Might box.
You might box, he says. But I mean, we've still got to see from Leon, Ashbest and Dre Bay, all of whom behind spots in F1 in and F2.
Do I need to up my volume on my right?
Yeah, well, the chat can let us know how's Aaron's volume if we need a bit more. We need a bit more volume, but yeah, Two Smooths is back out of that. VG Hamilton's still in the pits, but Tom Killer will also be setting up. Desert Fox currently P4, Francis P5, 20 Boy Junior P6. But yeah, a lot to play for, and a lot of drivers fighting for their careers. They're the future. They're the future of the site. Some of these drivers, they'll be here for many years after.
I'd like some myself and Mr. Grumpy, you know, in our graves.
Oh, Tom Killer's off. Tom Killer's off. Live on screen, Tom Killer, got P3, spins out at turn 1, damaging his ultras. So he won't be one to watch. Desert Fox is taking his time on the out lap, it seems. Francis back in the pits. So who's on a lap? Is Cablo on a lap? Voids, no. Cablo's on a lap, but he's 7 cents down, so. It's a new guy game for. He's a new guy to PSGL, but he is an assist racer, and you know he's really fast. He used to be in other top racing leagues. I think he's that good.
Yeah, he's a good guy, isn't he? Certainly building a reputation.
Yeah, certainly. So I think McGregor Wallace having a few issues at the hairpin. Strong was a bit understeer, but I think he is on and out lap. Yeah, and hello Lickle. But Aaron on in the pits, on board with Leon into turn 1 on the soft compound tyres, runs wide, invalidated. Embarrassing from Leon, the racing champions. But Two Smooths is going to be the one to watch. 50% as on his final lap to start with, so maybe he's using a bit on his out lap. I'm not too sure.
His engine doesn't sound right.
The engine's on alright, but Too Smooth will be eyeing pole position here at the Hockenheim ring as he comes through the parabolica into the hairpin. Too Smooth won several races in the F1 League, finishing second in season 13 behind myself and ahead of Faunus.
Can't forget the way he went off at Overeem as well.
The neck would have been broken after that, but Too Smooth is back refreshed after his time out. What can the Hungarian superstar do as he comes through the final sector? The tricky, you need the downforce, you need the grip, you need the mechanical grip. And has he got it? Fred Vassar looks on, but yeah, Too Smooth, I don't think he's set to improve this lap. And not for the first time, Too Smooth sells his pipe dreams. So yeah, Desert Fox, 55 in the first sector in the torso. Lagging perhaps, or he's just backed out, I'm not sure. I think he's backed out of it, so Desert Fox has backed out and will go again. Francis also will go again. Hamilton's still in the pit lane, so maybe he's content with his running this session.
I would be.
Definitely, that's the time you don't really expect to be, but Flying Throne is back out there, currently P7. Some people have tipped Flying Throne for P1, F1, but he's currently down in 7th place here behind 20 Boy Jr.
Yeah, I mean, Pressure's got to, hasn't he, today?
Definitely, he knows that the eyes of the world, the directors are watching, human fish might be watching.
Ferrari going slowly out there.
Yeah, Albo. Cab blows out there. Remco's happy with his days running. Currently P11. Padrino, Tarantino will be starting out very shortly. So they're all out there, all fighting for their careers, their futures in PSGL. As McGregor Wallace is off, he was 6 tenths up, was McGregor Wallace. Currently down in P16, but he's out of qualifying. He's down in P16 as you go past him. But on board with Leon, VG Leon, currently set to join F1. For next season due to his impressive F2 title and racing champion victory. But yeah, Leon, what can he do? Car off, but Leon on the soft compound tyres will be eyeing shortly a place in the top 10, but will he get there? Currently P10 for Leon. So yeah, check flags out, and Hamilton and Too Smooth will be 1 and 2. Yeah, this Fox will be out there. Who else could we be watching? 20 World Junior, but I think this Fox is the highest man on a lap.
Just coming up to the final sector, I am.
Oh, we've on board with Aaron, the 4-time champion. The reigning F4 champion. Right. Cyril, a big bull. Looks on.
My hands are shaking.
As he comes through the final.
Oh, God.
Here in F1, can he put his name up in headlights? He does! He's P5, but here in Bez Bob goes P4. So, impressive. But Desert Fox is the last one, but he's a 10th down. And I think Desert Fox might be calling it a day. Yeah, he is indeed. So Desert Fox is out of qualifying.
Oh, what a lap.
A great lap from the 4-time PSGL champion. That's good lap on the screen. I think it's the bad quality. But oh well. Friend complaining of being blocked. But there we have it, Aaron. VJ Hamilton on pole, the 10.4 second is Too Smooth, so great laps from the 2 Sauber cars. Tom Killer third, but Best Bob, a new driver to PSGL in P4. Aaron P5. The 4-time champion Desert Fox on his return to PSGL in P6. Francis, 20 World Junior, Flying Throne and Albo complete the top 10. But 3 tyre choice will go to the Axe for Albo. Elena, Void's Cod, Leon, Cablo, Relemco, Padrino, Tarantino, Mesclas, McGregor Wallace, Ashbest and Dre Bay.
I haven't seen anybody as quick as Hamilton for a long time, BC.
No.
You were in your prime.
Thank you, Ian. But yeah, very impressive from Hamilton. He wants to be in the F1 League. I think with times like that, there's no other option for him. So yeah, I mean, we didn't plan to stream today, but we want to put on a show, so the commentary will be a little bit informal at times, I'm sure.
I'll give you a show.
Definitely. So.
And Big C, the race start will be quite difficult, won't it, for some of the drivers out there?
I think there's a lot of new drivers, perhaps drivers league racing for the first time, so expect fireworks, I'm afraid. Don't expect it to be as clean as some of the league races, but you know, at the end of the day, if you can show good pace and good speed, then that's the main thing. And good clean racing. I think clean racing is what we want to see at the Hockenheim Ring today on Monday night at 8 PM. Is it formation up? It is. Yeah. It's the formation. A time to catch our breath.
In third place is missing. I don't know if they are for you.
Who? Tom Killer?
That's on the screen. That's alright.
No, I can't offer.
Some people do like to disappear, and yeah, we will never get to see Tom Collette in his racing prime.
Oh, he disconnected. Hopefully he can rejoin, but I don't really want to be restarting.
I mean, people's connection also gets assessed in these races, don't it, Big C? You know, if a driver's seen a bit too laggy, you know, that might raise a few eyebrows for the directors. And being a director yourself, Big C, you know, how do you address something like that?
Well, you know, sometimes if you live thousands of miles away, there's nothing you can do about it. You have to join a native league, your own nation. But yeah, hopefully everyone's connections are of league racing standard. So yeah, a shame for Tom Cole. I'm not sure what happened to him there, but as they say, as Stevie Ritchie used to say, the show must go on. The show must go on. So yeah, 13 viewers here for the first ever PSGL evaluation race.
Cold tires, Big C, will play a part, won't it? I mean, you can see some guys are taking their time.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm all with Best Bob, who will be the highest placed guy that we never really heard of. A new sign up, so Best Bob certainly laying down a marker. As Mess Class decides, and McGregor and Padrino Tarantino have all decided to disqualify themselves with contact into the formation now. So any predictions for victory will be either Vicky Hampton or Two's moves, but maybe like the likes of Remco outside the top 10 will have something to say about it using all of his experience. But yeah, no safety car and no damage today. So you can go to 100% tyres and not get a puncture. As they line up on the grid. The first ever PSGL evaluation race at the Hockenheim Ring. It's Vicky Hampton on pole, 2 moves in second for Sauber Alfa Romeo. And it's like that, and away we go. And there's slow stars from back, but yeah, great start from Hamilton ahead of 2 Smooths and the Red Bull. How's it going, Aaron?
It's going alright. I'm just trying to defend my line. There's a driver trying to go down the inside. I don't like it. It's VSR France.
Oh, 2 Smooths. Oh. 2 Smooths type all sorts of contacts going on. 2 Smooths. Some big seven changes. Ramco's got a 5-second top stop by Pouncey already. And yeah, it's a bit of a mess. But yeah, Desert Fox is looking to... Desert Fox makes 2 places up there. A great move. And Desert Fox is up to P4. Voids is up to P5. But yeah, Aaron, 2's moves down 6 spots on the first lap of the race. Some things never change with 2 moves. But look at Voids, Aaron. P6 on a set of soft tyres. I think credit where it's due.
Yeah, it's really good for him. I think he'll be enjoying this opening segment of the race. It'll be quite competitive with the super soft tyre runners. But 2's moves very horrendous race start. I did say Big C fast fragile, and we've seen another example of that today.
Oh, definitely. He looks all out of sorts. All out of sorts, this 2's moves. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. But yeah, 2's moves he's got going again, but it's VJ Hampton in 2 seconds clear on the opening after Grand Prix. So yeah, looking strong. But yeah, Francis now ahead of Desert Bob at the front of the field. So I didn't quite catch up. Best Bob get down to P3 with Desert Fox currently in he's lurking his Desert Fox in P4 in the Toro Rosso. So yeah, Turismo 0, and he's lost more places. He's down to P12.
Maybe he'll find himself. I did say, you know, he might be rusty in race morning. We're seeing that at the moment. I feel he'll recover. I don't know who you're on board with this is. I think Desert Fox is struggling with higher temperatures. He's locking up everywhere.
Yeah.
Coming under a bit of threat here.
He definitely is, and I think you're using all of your experience and Microsoft as Cablo. The F6 veteran is out of the race. Cablo is out of the race.
Oh, there's a moment. Best Bob.
So the best
and
Bob.
Will he keep his foot in? No, he doesn't. That is really respectful. You know, knowing that he's not got the speed on the brakes after a mistake, and he doesn't keep his foot in there.
Definitely, I couldn't agree more. And yes, but you've got DRS on. Desert Fox will surely have to go defensive, but Iran, the F4 champion, will be putting manners on people. And great power delivery there from the Renault, but the Desert Fox will be trying to hang it in there. But no, Iran's just got the power at the minute. He's got the power, and he's got the airs. Desert Fox currently on 40% airs, and Iran on 40 as well. So similar power outputs there.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a moment for Francis. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, because Tom joined.
Fair enough. There's a fourth India looking quick. I don't know what battles he's got. There's a midfield catch on with a McLaren involved.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll just make this transfer. Leon currently up to P6. Tiny Boy Jr. I think even Tiny Boy Jr. He got a lot of criticism, but he's doing a solid job. He's doing a solid job on currently in P7. Got a bit of oversteer.
Tom Killer needs to be asked not to join again.
Yeah, I've told him. So, the car's disappeared. But yeah, Desert Fox lurking in the wings. He's got the arrest wide open, but Voids on the soft tyres will be one to watch this race. He can win this Grand Prix, can Voids. He'll be on the one-stop strategy, and he's currently in P5, same with Remco and Leon. Yeah, Maxi Luca, aka Rob Holding, is liking the Iran point of view, the driver commentary.
And I think at this point, Dixie, tyres will be starting to wear. I've had contact in behind. Oh no, it's like lift off. I'm getting butterflies in my stomach. Oh goodness.
Yeah, I think it was just a genuine mistake from the Desert Fox. I think he was locked up here, and I think he was locked up.
That's alright. I'll be deciding what EV goes into. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, it's normal to make errors, isn't it? During a race, but you know, what does the rule book say? If you make an error and you take someone out, you wait for them, you give their position back.
Even this is his one chance to prove his pace to the league, so perhaps he's just going to try and get out of it.
I've got flying frame up my backside.
There's yellow flags again. Okay, so I think it's for time penalty. As Maxi's enjoying it, he's enjoying the action.
Flying frame's going to create something, I reckon. Longwood's Ray.
Get on board with Throne. Probably should give the new guys a bit more screen time. We'll watch this overtake. Remco and Desert Fox. Oh. So Remco up to P3 side by side with Leon. Desert Fox and Leon. Leon and Desert Fox. Oh, there's more yellow flags out there. Oh, big problems, big problems. And Desert Fox's tyres look finished. The ultra softs are finished. So Desert Fox struggling to pick up this Remco. Got a time penalty within 5 laps.
I'm struggling.
So let's have a little look down the field. Even you might have to make a little pit stop because the likes of J-Bray.
I don't want to
McGregor Wallace is out there. Oh, Padrino Tarantino's had problems as Void sets the fastest lap of the race on a 15.7 as Hamilton picks from the lead. So Tarantino in P12, mate Renard, 20 Boy Jr. currently down in P14. Who stopped?
Who's me?
Yeah, but tempting a bit fucked. So a bit of action going ahead. Renault and Desert Fox side by side. Desert Fox out on the medium tyres, Renault on the softs. We'll keep a little eye on these two new drivers to PSGL, see if they can race cleanly. And I agree, Rob Holding, it is a great name. Padrino, Tarantino.
I'm under threat, Big C. I've never endured such a start to a race like this, but once you have that spin, it's impossible to bring the tyres back.
Very true. Because the other back says Tarantino, he's got big problems, but yeah, Desert Fox has to get these medium tyres up to temperature and pass these guys on these soft compound tyres, but he's run a little bit wide. He's ran a little bit wide, and the Mercedes of 20 Boy Junior. 20 Boy Junior's got ahead. So yeah, Aaron, you're in the pits. How's the stop?
Yeah, it's alright. They're a little bit slow on the left rear, but no, Renault have done a good job, and we're going to emerge in 13th. No flying frames coming around the fucking corner. Sorry.
I don't know, I've lost track of the race, to be honest. I'm not sure what to watch now. Let's get the intervals up so we can see the battles. 20 Boys Junior.
I've got flying frame, Big C. I've just got in front and he's having it.
Yeah, I'm watching. There's a lot more going on. Tarantino's involved. McGregor Wallace as well, so they're all in on the act. There's a bit of problems as Desert Fox runs a little bit wide there. He's struggling a little bit with the lockups. A little bit of what Best Bob looks for a bite.
I'm going to run out of the...
Yeah, I mean, the race has been very chaotic. It's been difficult to capture all of the action coherently, but I think we're doing a competent job thus far. Oh, that's been Tarantino, and he's off. Tarantino's off in the Ferrari.
I'm just going past him at the moment. I can hear a wail. I don't think he's enjoying it one bit.
No, I think he's struggling for grip. He's struggling for traction. He's new to league racing, so don't worry, mate. You know, we've got many more races to come. A lot more chance to improve. But Hamilton's now past Lemco, currently in P4. So Ashbags picks up a time penalty, so let's go back down to Desert Fox, who's in the mix battling these cars who probably are holding up a treat.
I just wonder how these new drivers will be experiencing the energy recovery system. Will they be able to keep up with, you know, that crucial part of the race management?
I'm not too sure, but Ashbest has decided to rage quit. And he's the host lobby, isn't he? He's the host of the lobby.
I don't know what that means in this lobby, but yeah, obviously he's frustrated, isn't he?
He is indeed. So Ashbest got big problems, and hopefully the lobby stability remains. I'm not too sure though.
Remco's gone.
Remco's gone as well. There's the problems. There's the big problems out there.
Just a believe.
So yeah, Remco and Ashbest are out of the race, but I think the show must go on. We're still getting a lot of data, and as Frome is about to overtake you.
Yes, that is really putting me under threat. But, you know, there's more exciting battles. I'm sure Ren is getting involved in one.
yeah, 20 Boy Junior is now behind Desert Fox, so I'm going to get a little bit on board with that. So yeah, 20 Boy, I think, has been one of the stars of the show so far. Currently in P6, a lot of criticism, but I think he's showing that he can drive cleanly, he can drive fairly. So perhaps the work behind the scenes, the driver coach of 20 Boy Junior is helping. We'll have to stay aboard with 20 Boy Junior. I think it should be an easy manoeuvre for the young man, the young Dutchman. 20 Boy Junior in the Mercedes makes the move on Desert Fox, but Desert Fox will have the up and under sort of line, but there's a little bit of oversteer there. But I'm going to go on board with VG Hamilton, who's now pressurising Dre Reyes. What yellow flags is McGregor Wallace. McGregor Wallace is out. Another one bites the dust.
What time frame is one tough racer.
It definitely does, as VJ Hamilton sets the fastest after the Grand Prix at 14.888. So yeah, VJ Hamilton is looking at one with his Sauber right now. And I think Dre Bay will be mincemeat on the straight. That's what, 17 viewers. No Maxi, the new update is out tomorrow. So yeah, Desert Fox loses some time penalty, but I think BG Hamilton will be making the move down the inside into the hairpin. As Best Bob's out now, Best Bob is out, so damage might be up. People are retiring him.
Yeah, I think sometimes these types of races show who's got the commitment, who's got the endurance, and you know they've got to make a name for themselves. And you know, if you retire 11 laps in, then you know there's an issue. You know, is it frustration? Is it a short fuse? You know, has there been an incident that's taken place? You know, there's all sorts of variables so you can never fully answer.
Yeah, that is very true indeed. So yeah, Leon is now 4 seconds behind Void's COD. So let's see what's going on there at the front of the field. Yeah, so Leon has got past Void's COD for the lead of the race. So yeah,
flying frame, Big C, flying frame.
I'm going to stand by with Desert Fox here, and with Desert Fox is the new driver, along with 20 Boy Junior. 20 Boy Junior defending beautifully there, but Desert Fox will surely get him on the switchback. And he does, but Desert Fox has only got 13%. Airs, he's running out of airs. He's going to be having no airs into the stadium section. Only 5% of the airs. It needs to get charging. He needs to charge the airs battery. He locks up again. Struggling for lockups is Desert Fox. But 20 was running around the outside. Surely not. Desert Fox gives him just enough room and defends beautifully there. So yeah, these two guys are battling hard, but battling very nicely and cleanly. Fair play to 20 Boy Junior. Driving it beautifully this afternoon. Sorry, not new driver, so he was thrown.
It's just one hell of a tussle.
So
I think he must have run out. Oh, fuck.
Well, I mean, I'm loving this battle between 20 Boy and Desert Fox. And yeah, Rob Holding asks how many times do you want to say airs? Too many times. It's all about the airs on F1 27. But here in 20 Boy Junior has 65% of his airs. Desert Fox has got 0. Yeah, 0 on
yeah, well, that just shows management, doesn't it, Big C? Who's managing their races a lot better. And I can tell you what, Flying Frame in 9th is doing a good job as well. But it is all about the newbies. I don't know who the Ferrari is in 10th, Big C, but they are coming back.
Yeah, I'm just fixated on this battle because they're driving beautifully. Desert Fox and 20 Boy Junior are putting on a great show for us. But Desert Fox has to manage this out. Get it a none, mate. Just stick behind 20 Boy. You can get it a none or something. Get it a none. Get some airs back. You need some airs. It's days like today, you need airs.
I'll tell you what, I need some paracetamol because I've got a headache.
Rob Holding, thanks for your expertise.
I'll tell you what, I'm actually sweating in this race. A man like Flying Chrome, he can make anybody sweat. Just look at him. He's absolutely
the veteran in my McLaren. Aaron, interesting, he's in number 1 for the airs, now into 2, into 3. So he's not trying to go for the overtake, but he wants to use a bit of airs. But on board with 20 Boy Jr. down the inside of the Desert Fox. Yeah, Desert Fox really does need to start saving some airs because he's using way too much. I guess Aaron, I don't think he's league raced for a long time. He used to race PSGL in 2016, perhaps. He doesn't understand how to use the airs efficiently at the moment. It's news for everyone. Maybe this is their first race online or their first league race on this game, so back to us learning.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of strategic elements that people need to take into consideration. But I've got Flying Chrome here, who, is a man who's got all that experience. This is what a lot of drivers will aspire to be like, a capable pair of hands.
Yeah, I think the closest battle is Desert Fox and 20 Boy Jr., but also yourself and Flying Chrome, but everyone else is spaced out just a little bit. So if there's any questions in the chat from me or the 4-time champion Aaron, who's currently driving in P8, spraying his experience onto the same. Aaron, you've got a lot of burst, to be fair. So you're well placed. But I think Desert Fox has got past. Yeah, the 20 Boy just pushed him off slightly there. Nothing wrong with that. A little bit of aggression. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the best battles I've seen in months. So lots of Desert Fox goes wild. So it's all going on. It's all going on. Even you come up to Renner now. Is that Renner?
Oh, big C! Oh, big C!
Down the inside goes Flying Chrome. And it's a beautiful cambered corner there. Put Aaron side by side with Flying Chrome. He backs outside. Aaron's got the high ground. Gets the move.
It's good.
As Padrino Tarantino has picked up a time penalty. So Charlie Whiting has to get sent a penalty there. Renner is got 5 second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So yeah, it's just all about Desert Fox. Tries to make the move on 20 Boy Jr., but he can't get the traction down. He's got in the 4 deployment on this part of the track. So maybe it's a bit naive, but he's giving us a good bit of action as Desert Fox goes back down the inside. It's a sensational manoeuvre from the Desert Fox. So yeah, Desert Fox showing some great overtaking manoeuvres. Right now, in front of our 19 viewers here.
Sorry. I am really in a magnificent tussle here with Flying Chrome. I'm having the time of my life. I'm just lost for words. I've never had a tussle like this for many seasons.
Definitely it's been a great battle so far, offering great experience. But I think 20 Boy Jr. and Desert Fox are the 2 men to be watching this afternoon or this evening, wherever you are in the world. So, back to the video is wide open. Goodbye, Maxi. And good luck here, and he says so. Yeah, down the inside goes 20 Boy Jr. Oh, a little bit dirty there from 20 Boy. So, yeah, 20 Boy a little bit dirty there. Missed up his braking slightly. Get side by side. But even flying from here, an Albo's patching you now. Albo's going to be in the next shortly.
That's alright, I can take a bit of ammo, but Flying Chrome here. Right.
It's good to see. I think it's only Francis who's had the pit lane glitch. Everyone else has been okay. As VG Leon sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. I'm not sure what position he's in. It's currently in P2. P3. So P2 and P3 for Leon and Voids. So there's been a bit of an overcut going on there. I think they might have performed the overcut unless the pit glitch is all fucked. 1 minute. So yeah, Leon and Voids are in a great position. Yeah, the one stop is so effective around this track. That is for sure. Let's just have a look at the race track to make sure. Leon currently... Yeah, he's currently stopped. So yeah. And his fastest lap was a 14.8. So yeah, a very strong performance from Leon. But yeah, the one stop strategy is far superior. Boy Junior. I can't get the... Right, where's J-Bray? That's why. It was 20 boy on J-Bray. So yeah, interesting enough. But yeah, 21 viewers. The viewers are just coming in for this evaluation race. And I think overall it's been a decent account of everyone's performances and the racetrack this afternoon. So a moment to take our breath, catch our breath.
So he's a catch your breath around there.
Yeah, Grove will be hoping to overtake 20 Boy Junior ASAP. 20 Boy Junior goes defensive needlessly as Grave will go round the outside of the Mercedes driver. As we approach the parabolica, the long curved straight. Yeah. An easy move for Grey with the iron, perhaps a spot in one of the Monday leagues. It's 20 boys back up the inside. Have a bit of that. Beautiful from 20 boys Junior there. Sensational. The boy has driven beautifully.
Oh, Frome's pulled off corker.
Tarantino side by side with the Toro of best class. I think Best Class is going to push him off. A little bit of side-by-side action there. The battle for P12 and P11, but he's got enough fighting out and fighting very cleanly. It's what we want to see. It's what we want to see. Hard racing between the Toro and the Ferrari. But yeah, great racing from the two new drivers. So Aaron Wave, you came out in P8.
Yeah, I've got Avalon really hunting me down.
So 20 boy also stopped. Did he go for the medium tyres? There's a possible kind of mess has had it off. So there's a bit of contact with Tarantino there, but unfortunately we'll never know. Chrome is on softs for elbow, softs for you. Yeah.
Yeah, surprising that 20's gone for the medium piece.
Yeah, it's a strange decision, but I think he's got the pace, he's got the confidence in the Mercedes today.
Yeah, he's hunting down his teammate, I believe, is it?
Yeah, Renault 9 fighting to get into one of these PSGL leagues, and he's going to defend from 20 Boy Junior, but 20 Boy Junior gets pushed off by Renz, but he keeps the foot down and runs off the track, so exploits the track limit slightly there, but I think 20 wants to get this moved on quickly as Hamilton sets on the fastest after the race.
It'll be a test of character, won't it? To see who picks up the least amount of corner cutting penalties or none at all, you know? It's that type of performance that you're also assessed on.
Yeah,
right,
definitely. I think we'll be taking all factors, people's commitment, their racecraft. I think we've seen the likes of 20 Boy Junior Desert Fox on among others looking very impressive.
Junior Big C and Renner, they're attracting a new group of drivers, which includes myself, Albon, and Flying Frank, the Flying Frank, looking at the back of the Ferrari, but look at the Mercedes Big C, side by side down to the hairpin. Will Renner give way here? No, he doesn't. He brakes late and Flying sees it coming, opens up the steering and slots him behind his teammate, and now surely he's going to have a run on Renner here, Big C. What's going on here?
Thank you. And then 20 Boy Junior smashes into the back of him. But 20 Boy Junior a little bit over eager there. Yeah, he's still, I think he's very young and very inexperienced. But he's letting through, Aaron. He's letting through, I think. Oh, great sportsman. Great sportsmanship from 20 Boy Junior there. He overtook Dirtily with a bit of contact. Well, he's just dirty. I don't know what the word is. But he's got him through. But yeah, I think Hamilton's through. But I think great from 20 Boy there. Very respectful, letting him back through. Very impressive.
And that's the type of drivers you want, those who recognise their mistakes. There was a driver earlier, even as the batsman who didn't recognise their error and drove on. So, those are the drivers, and it's what we want to see, don't you? From drivers like 20 Boy Junior. There's a Ferrari down the inside, Big C. Albo
wants to bite the cherry. He wants to bite the four. It's going to be four in a bed. It could be 4 in a bed, or maybe 3. But Aaron's going to be using his ass. He's got so much share. He's going to use all of it. 20 Boy Junior. Oh, it got down into the hairpin after the Aaron making so late. Can he do both of them? Aaron, F1 Renner gets out of the way, but Aaron gets pushed by the 20 Boy Junior does the job once again.
Oh, there's people that are braking.
There's all sorts happening. It's all sorts going on. There's 2 smooth picks for 3-7-time man to it. I don't think he was still racing, but maybe he is. Maybe 2 Smooths is still racing.
And that's good, isn't it? Tisman's not throwing in the towel, showing us what he's got. And that's what you need, committed drivers.
Yeah, that's what we do. I've enjoyed the action. I think there's been a lot of clean driving, but I think there has been dirty driving. I think people have been showing a lot of respect and giving the position back. So that's what I like to see in our leagues. But are you concerned that you're not being able to close down 20 Boy? He seems to be pulling around those mediums.
I've got no concerns, I've got enough battery at my disposal. He should be.
Yeah, 20 Boy's only got 2%. He's got 2%. He's out of us.
Vulnerable. Oh, fuck.
Can't be saying that.
Look at that, he's out of us.
He's out of all us. He's out of us. He's finished in 21 Junior. And he pushes the 4-time champion off the circuit. But Aaron, using all of his experience. Aaron, you're very still in the apex though.
Yeah, he tapped the back of the car.
Aaron flying friends in the mix now. 20 Boy Junior race king. But Aaron down the inside. Surely not. 20 Boy Junior gets pushed off. 20 Boy Junior, it's been a centre of everything that's happened this race.
It's a rat.
As 2 Smooths sets the fastest after the Grand Prix as V Jampson starts to close down BG Leon at the front of the race. We're looking at the gaps. There's a Fox who might be doing the one-stop strategy. He's still yet to stop again. He's doing 90 laps on those medium tyres.
How many laps has 20 got? Because I reckon he could be on the track.
20. Oh, I think it might have fixed itself. It's up to 57, but it stopped at 57. No, he's definitely got 57. I think again, none for the whole of the last lap. So he's using it. He knows what he's doing. But Aaron, using all of his experience, uses the overtake button, covers the inside again at 20 Junior. It looks late on the brakes. He's confident on those medium tyres. 20 Junior in the overtake mode. Aaron currently number 2. So 20 Junior down the inside. No, he doesn't. He tries ascending, but he doesn't. Even a little bit slow and out of sorts once again. 20 Junior looks more confident, more assured. But he doesn't have the airs. He doesn't have the airs, Aaron does. As he tries to go around the outside.
Oh, my finger's slipping off the hammer.
And he backs out of it. Fair play to 20. Great racing from 20. Very respectful from the young man. And we are giving a lot of time, but I think Albo Aaron deserves a lot of respect as well. He's been clean and he's kept his he's been very respectful.
I would have dreamed of days like today.
He would indeed. He would indeed. But Flying Throne wants to make a move on 20 Junior down the inside. As 20 turns in, but very respectful again on the edge.
Well, it'll give me some time to get some fuel back. Fucking hell, dirty. You wanna come down the inside like that again? Sorry. Oh. There's blue flags, I don't get it.
Yeah, and the AMS, as was said, Aaron's been schooled by 20 Junior this race. He's been schooled, taught a lesson.
That's alright. I wasn't the one who lost the FP title when the season started now.
He's not kidding, guys. V. Hamilton's closing Hamilton down for the race victory. But 20 Junior has got only 16% of the airs. He's got to back off and he's in none there, and he's in none.
Well, luck to see him down here.
It's going to be 4 in a bed, down through the parabolica into the hairpin. I agree, Louis. But 20 Junior wants to go around the outside, Flying Throne straight down the inside. See you later, but Aaron does them both. 20 Junior mugs off and Flying Throne's out. I think I might have been a bit of desync there, but a little bit unfortunate. I don't think 20 Junior could have done much but brake.
I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely sweating. I've been in some races where I've had constant battles, but I've never had one as intensive as this lap after lap. You can't even close in to the back of Little Remco's AI car. That's how much we're battling at the moment. And, you know, Quani's done himself some good service.
Yeah, he definitely has. There's obviously a few, things to work on, but he's certainly a lot better driver than we saw on F1 2017 in the Formula Performance League, where he was spinning around for no reason. I think the earth management has been crucial.
He's not letting go, is he?
No. But he's using his he's using his brain. He's just in number 1 at the minute. So he's put up to number 3. So he's just managing it slightly, but he needs to remain in DRS. I'm not sure if he can kill him off.
AMS is the driver mentor of 20 Junior, isn't he? So
yep.
It would be a proud moment for Daddy AMS.
Yeah, definitely. I think AMS is one of the respected drivers and tuning drivers on the site. So that his 20 boys actually learning and taking note of his advice and his experience. And I think the main thing, 20 boy has the pace as well. He's got the pace, and his racecraft definitely seems a lot better than it was, which is great to see. Lovely stuff. And you've got 11 seconds to Desert Fox, who's done 23 laps on those medium tyres. The boy Junior takes time on beautifully, doesn't run wide and sticks to the track when it's there. been a bit of a lull at the minute, but I think VG Hamilton now is in direct range of Leon, the lead of the Grand Prix, so we'll go on board with these guys. VG Leon leading the race ahead of Hamilton, who set up a blistering pole position lap time with a 10.4 around the Hockenheimring. But yeah, Hamilton against Leon for the victory. Boyd as well deserves a lot of credit. A solid drive to P3, 20 seconds clear of Dre. But I think it's been clear that the one-stop strategy is the far superior strategy this afternoon. Take a moment just to have a break, enjoy the engine sounds on board with 20 Boys Junior, enjoying the Mercedes engine.
Cleared moves, looks like he's
potentially 20 Boys Junior, only he's got 10%. He's a very experienced, he's a veteran of the PSGL side. He knows the rules of racing. But I think he did report some wheel issues on the opening lap. I don't know, it looked very reminiscent of what we saw in season 17 around the likes of Spa and Bahrain. I've missed the lead, changed for the lead, and it's VG Hamilton taking the lead ahead of Leon for the Grand Prix lead in the Sauber Alfa Romeo. VG Hamilton wants a spot in the F1 League alongside the likes of Jack Lacey, Lewis W03 and Ash Best.
Sorry, 20 coming back, big seats.
Well, he can't overtake into turn 1, so we'll stay on board with Leon, who's dropping behind, but I think that will be the closest back to the end of the race. Leon did a great job from the back. So I think Hamilton has got the pace and he's got the soft tyres to win the Hockenheim. Yeah, 20 Boy Junior, he's back for more as 20 Boy Junior. He wants a bite. He wants a bite of the veteran, of the 4-time champion. But I think if 20 Boy uses his brain, he can save that Ers and have a little attack on the final lap. Save some of the Ers maybe.
I'll be saving mine as well.
Yeah, Albo's not gone about his work quietly, but I think it's been a solid drive. Albo, no harm done, no headlines, but a solid drive for Albo today.
And it's not all about pace in these evaluation races, it's about getting your head down and getting the job done. And that's exactly what Albo has done so far. Still got 3 laps to go.
Yeah, certainly. Desert Fox is 6.5 seconds ahead, and he's been on those medium tyres for 26 laps. 26 laps on the medium tyres, but I think he's got a big enough of a gap.
I'll tell you what, Big C, the tyres are going through the graining process at the moment, so 20 Boy Junior is very well set to reclaim this position. The softs are wearing out, and those mediums are the best tyres to be on. He's on better tyres at this stage of the race. I don't know if we will be able to keep this man behind us much longer. He's coming in here. Is he going to go for a move around the outside?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. There's a move for the lead of the race. Down inside goes Leon on Hamilton into turn 3, and he makes the move done. But I don't know who will have Euros. I think it'll be Leon with Euros. Hamilton with 35% of the airs. Leon with only 36%. So yeah, it's all going on. But VG Hamilton moves to the inside through the Parabolica corner, and it should be an easy move for the Sauber driver. But he's got less airs than Leon. Leon's got 33% of the airs. Hamilton's got only 17% as we accelerate down to the next corner, through into the same section, the downhill corner, down the left hand at gear 3, clip the apex slowly, flat out on traction, clip the apex again. Don't run too wide, those curves can be deadly, and I love this corner, one of my favourite corners on the Formula 1 countdown. So much speed, so much grip required to nail it. I think Hamilton's got that, but the medium tyres are coming into their own as we come on to the final lap. Just about, so it's going to be Hamilton versus Leon. I'm not sure about penalties, but yeah, Leon, the F2 champion, the race of champions champion, the reigning race champion. So Leon, one of the best drivers on the site for from 2017, and he's shown why he is a force to be reckoned with in season 21 in F1 next season. But Hamilton's gone wide. Hamilton has gone wide, so Leon will have a chance to get the victory here on the final lap at Hockenheim Ring. But PJ Hamilton might get DRS or flying throne. But yeah, Hamilton has got 32% of the errors. Leon has got 40% of his errors, so it's all to play for. Overtake has been deployed, full power from the Mercedes and Ferrari engines. But yeah, Hamilton has got enough for a hand, and Hamilton gets it back into low DRS. Says Flying Throne's got in the way. Flying Throne has just got in the way and blocked PJ Hamilton. So yeah, Flying Throne, disgraceful driving at the back marker, not moving out of the way. But now
is it over, Big C?
Not quite, but we need to just keep an eye. We need to keep an eye on the top two here. There could be time penalties as Flying Throne moves out of the way. Any news on 20 Boy Junior? We'll come back because they're about to cross the line.
He's going to have a go, surely.
Leon looks to make a move, but I think it's going to be VG Hamilton taking the victory on the two-stop strategy. But it is clear that the one-stop strategy. Sorry, Aaron, they're about to win the Grand Prix. PG Hamilton wins, but who will win on time penalties? Will it be Hamilton? Will it be Leon? And it is Hamilton by 0.077, but 20 Boy Junior, where is he? 20 Boy Junior has got the DRS open, wide open, he's got the DRS, he's got the ERS. 20 Boy Junior. But you can't hear him, he wasn't using overtake because he didn't have the ERS as he tries to do the up and under as Voice finished that third. So a great drive from Voice there. I think Grey Break will be a solid P3. Ahead of Desert Fox, who's struggling for tyre grip, struggling for pace, but 20 Boy Junior looks to go around the outside of him and cannot make the move done. 20 Boy Junior again looking to make a move as Dre Bray crosses on, but I think Desert Fox is just ahead, struggling on his tyres. He's on 28 laps on his tyres. That's ultra soft and medium tyre strategy. So yeah, a difficult race for Desert Fox, but I think a great drive to P5. Perhaps you wanted a little bit more, but a nice one to be there from Desert Fox in the Taurus on his return to PSGL. But it's going to be Aaron ahead of 20 Boy Junior. A breathless race. A breathless race here at the Hockenheim Ring. But a great action overall. I think aside from the first lap, the racing was fantastic. There we go. I think VG Hamilton with a stunning drive. And yeah, an interesting first evaluation race.
Big C. Albon has finished 5th. No
Albon
penalties.
with no penalties.
That is a phenomenal drive.
Yeah, credit to
Albon.
Yeah, Albon. Yeah, Albon out. It's I think one of the drives of the day. I think I was very impressed with Hamilton. I think Voids went under the radar, but I think Albon from P10 on the grid doing a two-stop strategy with no penalties, getting P5 deserves a lot of credit. But I think 20 Boy Junior driver of the day, some outstanding racecraft. He's certainly improved a lot over the last few months. So yeah, and obviously credit to the likes of Renner and Padrino Tarantino, who did make the checkered flag, albeit a little bit lower down. But yeah, a bit of a mess on the first lap, but yeah, there's a lot of new drivers in the league, a lot of people learning the game. So yeah, a lot to learn, but a great race overall. Any final thoughts, Aaron? So as we return into the lobby, the first evaluation race has been completed. We'll be back, well, I don't know if there'll be a stream for the one Thursday or Sunday, but maybe there will be. But hopefully we've got enough information to place some of these drivers, and yeah, a great battle overall. Any concluding thoughts, Aaron?
No, just end the stream.
So there we have it, the first evaluation race in the history of the PlayStation Gaming Leagues. And there we have it. We'll be back maybe on Thursday, so thanks for watching, and yeah, enjoy your day.